Alright, let's have a look. Check sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. Looks like it is. Let's have a look at Twitch. Everything seems to be working okay. Alright. Welcome to STARRUPTURE. Very interesting new survival factory game. It's not currently on playtest. Hey, Scooby. And yeah, if you haven't already, go and wishlist it. If you like to play Satisfactory, if you like to play Icarus, if you like to play Factorio. I was getting there. Jeez. The Creepy Joe Appreciation Fan Club wanted me to let you know that this is a game from the makers of Green Hill. So if you like to play Green Hill, you might like this game. Foundry as well. I haven't played Foundry as much. I think I played Foundry on the demo, and I don't know. It didn't click for me. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Only single players available, and yeah, let's skip the tutorial. I'm sure there's plenty of people who you could have seen the tutorial from already. So let's get started. Oh, suddenly the music picked right up. That's interesting. The portrait picture that popped up there was that of the engineer. Okay. 4 hours, which 30 minutes was active. Right, storage. Ooh, building materials. Nice. Guess that's the bonus for personal storage. Oh, right. You know what?
Gotcha.
Prisoner PO212, welcome to Arcadia 7. You've chosen to skip the recommended onboarding training. At the Claywood Corporation, we value that kind of confidence. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Right, let's get out into the open. Interesting little shuttle they have here. I like the doors that open up, and there's, you know, looks like cargo containers or maintenance modules. That seems like some kind of air filtration or cooling system. Seems like an aerodynamic device on the front there. Interesting. Those numbers are reversed. No. They're right on this side. But they're reversed on that side. Oh, okay. I suppose it is, after all, still the playtest. Okie dokie. So, build factory, level up, explore, kill things. That's the basic gameplay loop. Yeah. So you will have seen there I was hitting the individual nodes in the asteroid instead of just trying to grind through the asteroid itself. Look, alien carrots. Yeah. I am not going to describe those. Oh no. Did they have to look like testicles? Hey? Why does everything alien have to look like a testicle or a penis? Oh, that's not a node. Ow, eyes itching. Environment is really well done. I mean, this is a handcrafted map. Sorry, my eye is really got an annoying itch for some reason. The the small penis club has arrived, revving their engine down the street. At least they had the grace to make the alien dildos orange. You can call them alien carrots. But yeah. No excuse with the hydrobulbs.
Come here.
It'd be nice if they had ripples in the water when you ran through it. And maybe a pair of legs. It's Lieutenant Dan. Alright. Grab this other meteor over here. The forbidden icicles. Forbidden ice cream. Except you are actually supposed to eat it. Although it does give you toxicity. Click, please. You know what's really nice is that after all this gathering that I've already done, I'm not encumbered or full or running out of space or slowed down. I suppose it's not truly realistic, but I mean, come on. Those are just super big, veiny alien penises. I mean, come on. You can't tell me they knew it. They didn't know exactly what they were making.
That's a snack.
The gathering is very sort of, I don't know, it's just easy. No, like hold E to pick something up. It's like, why would I hold E? Just tap and go, tap and go. No unnecessary BS. It's lovely. It's refreshing. Oh, there's already bugs out there. Oh. That's new. Oh, okay. Considering I don't have even a place yet. Let's head back this way. I'm not ready for bugs. Especially ones with too many fucking legs. Just coming in with the air horn. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Sweet. That one had a lot.
Acquired.
So much shinies. There's just stuff to pick up everywhere. It's like I'm almost tempted not to even carry on with the game. I just want to run around and pick stuff up. But no, let me actually get started. Base core, right, there we go. Yeah. Right. No, we don't want to be too high up, and I don't want to be on the ground either. That seems just fine. Right. Habitat. There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted to click on. Because I've skipped a tutorial, all of these things are technically already unlocked. Okay. So that's unlocked. Okay. So let's get started with an ore excavator. And I'm gonna go for broke here and do all 3. Come on. Up, up, up. There we go. At the same time. Rails going. Nice. Don't think I have enough. Keep forgetting that the button to tap out of the actual crafting menu is Q. Habitats. There we go. What am I stuck on? Yes, 90 titanium. Right, so let's get some power going. Actually, I forgot. I want to raise this up a little bit. Let's try that again. Okay. That's powered up. Now, I did need some more titanium, so let's just grab some titanium manually. It'd be nice if they allowed you to do something with the heat in this tool, other than just dissipate it. Maybe like a secondary function. I do like that there's a sort of speed build-up that you, if you're fast enough, can take advantage of.
Just open the door, please. The bathroom door. Open the bathroom door. Thank you.
Does mean the heat builds up faster as well. Okay. What else do we have? Industrial, we have a smelter, and we have cargo launcher, right? So smelter. Smelter, we're gonna come here with a lot more space. Come on, click. There we go. Thank you. Now, because of the way that this rail system works, and how the whole logistics system is sort of a smart system, you can do some interesting stuff. There we go. So grab that onto click. There we go. Thank you. I thought I turned that. No, that's what I did last time. Apparently it didn't take. Actually, let's put you onto there. And then let's take you Now, if I have my understanding of how the system works, and I want to just grab this here quickly first. That and that's on the same level, but that one's not. Okay. That's the right level for that. Ramp is too steep. Okay. Right, so that's all powered up, that's all powered up, that's all powered up. Does this all have enough power? Used in-grid generating 10. Okay, so let's build some more. Okay. Hey, Andreas, how's it going? We are on 70. Long time no see, how's it going? Alright, so if I say titanium bars, right, titanium bars will flow. And if I say wolfram bars will flow. There we go. And now it will intersperse with each other. It's smart logistics, people. See, it knows exactly where it needs to go. Look at that. Isn't that clever? That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that is pretty damn cool. How are we looking here? 85 of 100. Power production 80 of 80, consumption and cooling capacity. Listen, Foundry, I think my factory gaming handled. That is very nice. It's proper. It's proper fun. Okay, so only one thing left in this equation, and that is the orbital cargo launcher. Right, so now I'm actually going to put this out a ways. All right, that's the limit of where I can build. Now, rotate first of all. And let's bring that up. Okay, so currently not enough materials to build more there. Right, so what I'm going to do here is just for now, there we go. Right, what do they want? They want that and that. They want that and that. They want that. Okay. What do they give us? Let's go have a look, see quick. Right, so these guys give us the regeneration chamber, food station, fabricator, helium extractor, pistol, recipe station, personal storage. Right, so let's go with this one. They want the wolfram and they want the titanium. In the meantime, I need to collect both titanium and wolfram so I can make more building blocks. Excuse me. There. So, puff is unfortunately not entirely gone. I mean, I want a rail system like this for Factorio. Holy crap, man! And that kind of logistics system is going to change like every factory game. Oops, a little bit premature on the cooldown there. Yeah, no, like Factorio, like the philosophies of logistics in Factorio are different to the philosophy of logistics in Satisfactory. Like Satisfactory, Sushi Belt is king. With Factorio, if your conveyor belt is full, all right, that's the way you want it. You want your conveyor belts constantly full, ready to move that equipment at all times. The other thing.
Increased rupture activity. Prepare
Oh.
yourselves for a wave.
Time to get inside. I want that, and then I want. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to get into Satisfactory, what you got to do is you got to just play it on like peaceful mode without the bug agitation. so you can figure out the production stages, figure out how much of each thing needs to be produced. It's not like Satisfactory where you can tweak the outputs. You have just block outputs, and you basically need to sort of figure out the correct ratios, and there's definitely economy of scale in Factorio. The bigger the production of any one thing, you know, the more efficient it technically is. There we go. This always reminds me of Crematoria from Chronicles Riddick. Yep. Something's happening. Fact.
Rupture's eruption has started. STARRUPTURE has started. Hide. Warning. Extreme temperature detected.
They've definitely got the ember wave flow, like the liquid ember flow effect done, which surprises me, because I mean, like, you have like the water where you run through the water and there's like nothing, but then they have that. And that looks pretty damn cool. Well, I mean, if you ever want to have a game of Factorio, you can play multiplayer, and I can show you a couple of beginner tips and tricks and show you the ropes a little bit.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
That is insane. Definitely one of the more interesting game mechanics I've seen in a game. No, definitely. I mean, I was looking at doing a sort of a Saturday Factorio. Now that I'm coming to the end of 7 Days to Die, that might be something I'll look into. I know Missing in Action 86 would love it. But then again, he's such a pro already that it's going to be hard to adjust with him. Right. So, for those of you that don't know, after an eruption like that, there's special ore which has a limited lifespan. After every eruption. So you're around, try and find as much of it as you can. I haven't found a use for it actually yet. But then again, I haven't gotten that far into the game, and I think you're limited. I don't think they have a use for this yet in the playtest. These other ores, they stick around, so I'm not too worried about them. It's these ones that sort of burn off, basically. You want to get these before they disappear. Oh, there's 3 of them in close proximity to each other. I don't know if the creatures will come out directly after an eruption. That would be a little pond, or the remnants of it. That one's not well placed, it's in a rock somewhere. Oh, that's the river. Grab as much of this as I can. That's calcium. I need to set up a calcium plant as well soon. Nope. Go to storage. Let's go. Ah, there's some up there. There's another 3 of them in close proximity. Oh, and there's another drone storage box.
Excellent work. The Selenian Corporation thanks you for your shipment. Your rewards are waiting in the corporate terminal.
Okay, there's more of them up there, but I think that's enough for now. Ah, there's 2 over there. Ooh. Iridescent sci-fi monolith that is damaged but frozen in time, or whatever that thing's supposed to be. Yep. Green's starting to come back. What's going on outside here? Idiots walking down the road, whistling and calling out to each other. Right, so you take that, and you take that. And off we go to the races. Oh, so that's the whole spa there. It seems like it's post-rupture. It's all covered in like a hard crust, but it's starting to, you can see it's starting to glow as the reaction's picking up again. There's apparently a moon as well. A fabricator. Right. Hey, look at that. Off it goes.
A biologist placeholder dialogue.
What? What was that? 95 of 100. Okay, so I'm going to need to upgrade this thing at some
Arcadia
point.
7 has finished regenerating.
For that I'm going to need meteor hearts, so I need to go out and get meteors now. So that down there is where I'll probably set up calcium production. Hey, Stubby Stubbs! Thank you very much for the 40-month resub. What an absolute legend. Well, I suppose, Stuart, that the important thing is not to get caught outside. You know? Don't jump out of the shrimp pan into the barbecue. You know what I mean? Didn't learn to have Meteor Heart with me all the time. Okay, how many Meteor Hearts do we have with a 2010? There are more meteors around.
That's a snack.
Some more alien testicles. Gotta love some alien testicles, right? Bit of patter in the water. Okay, we need one more for the upgrade. I mean, you should get a notification if you've ticked the right bell option on my channel. I mean, it really sounds like user error to me. They are trees. That's a comment Spanch made as well. It was like, oh, there's no trees because the planet gets wiped out every, you know, couple of hours. But there are trees. Hello, Tux. Oh, hey, ticka. Do you want to go outside? Hmm? Is that why you're here? Hey? Do you want to go outside? Okay. Come. Out you go. Volcanoid vibes. Yeah. In a sense as well, yeah. Yeah. Why can't I jump up there? Grubbers, that's where you get those. I saw them in the recipe thing, but I wasn't sure if you had access to them yet or not. Ooh. This is quite a big map. I hope they give us a vehicle at some point. How does the trunk survive the inferno? I mean, Oh. This one's a little bit embedded in the ground. Yeah, they're gonna have to work on that. Better optimized Empyrean. That wouldn't be a very high bar to attain, to be fair.
Delivered. The Moon Energy Corporation thanks you for your shipment. You can claim your reward in the corporate terminal.
Looks like my... No, it's when I'm... Yeah, I think graphics card's taking a little bit of strain here. Trying to run the camera, trying to manage the camera and the game at the same time. So, well, you can certainly just, you know, brute force the asteroid. Hitting the actual ore nodes is a lot faster, which is nice. I like that there's a method. You're not just going to have to go up to every single asteroid and sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait. I mean, like, mining an asteroid in Empyrean is by hand is like massively painful. Massively painful.
That's a snack.
Do I have a light? No? Yes, I do. There we go. Dead body.
Gotcha.
I think this game is going to tick a lot of boxes. It's got some good humor from the dialogue point of view. And you'll see he doesn't say everything, say something every time he picks something up. It's just often enough to still be interesting. And there's a bit of variation in it as well.
Acquired.
Stamina use in this game also doesn't seem to I don't know, overly inefficient.
And you can upgrade it.
Mm.
No, it's just thinking now when you said there, this game gets it right with character dialogue and stuff, because if you think about, like, arguably one of the greatest survival crafting games created is Grounded. Like, the quality of life, the end product.
Yeah.
Not like when it first came out, what it is now, Grounded 1, with all the building and all the stuff you can do. But every time you pull out a torch, every time you eat food, every time you drink water, they quip the same bloody line.
Yep.
It gets irritating.
Yep. Okay, that one's still busy. Yep. It does run pretty smoothly. I mean, I'm taxing my graphics card a little bit because at the moment I'm running the game and also the stream, and of course it's doing the camera in there as well, which takes extra recipe station.
I get 30 to 40 on everything done, which is not bad for UV5.
Yeah.
Until I hit water. Whenever I go near water, I get dropped.
I've got it capped at 30 at the moment. So
Yeah. I can't cap it. I just got to take what I can get because I'm on a 1060.
okay, so let's see what's new. You've got the fabricator, recipe, base core, all of that.
Congratulations! You can now unlock new functionality for your buildings at the recipe station.
But the buildings can already do these things. Why would we need to unlock anything?
Arcadia 7 is a very particular place, full of specific resources and requirements. The building's programming needs to be updated as these requirements change, to avoid unnecessarily clogging up memory as well as transfer fees.
It's the Claywood Corporation that determines the cost of transfer. You could lower the price and everything would go smoother.
I'll respond with one of Mr. Claywood's favorite sayings. This is exactly why you're not the richest person in the world.
The ladders are a little funky. It doesn't quite work the same as like other ladders. So you walk up to it, you press W and you go up, and S you go down. But you know, I can look down and travel up and travel down. It takes a little getting used to, especially if you've been playing 7 Days to Die for a bit, where you're used to like W to go down. It's actually S to go down. Okay, so what are we working on? This gives us the pistol. They want titanium rods for level 3 on that. I don't necessarily understand what I need the helium-3 extractor for yet. Gas outlets, extract resources. Yeah, I don't see anything that really needs helium-3 yet, but I guess it does actually. It's required at some point. Okay, so what do I need? Who was it that had the storage? Them. Okay, so they're busy working on that. Right, so that calcium deposit. I need to reduce wire and plates.
Profits Blue Corporation is grateful for all of your shipments. Remember that supporting this particular company will allow you to upgrade your arsenal, which will certainly help in surviving on Arcadia.
Right, so craft that. Okay, that doesn't just snap. Got the level of focus, not a nervous twitch. Here you go. How's it going? Okay, so no, needs to be higher up. Okay, that's now connected. And that's producing. Analyzing station. All right. Nope. Let's go the ladder. Okay, how far are we? Okay, so let's do some analysis. I'm not exactly loving these ladders. For some reason, I'm having a hard time with them. Right.
Another great day for science.
Let's split that. Right.
Congratulations. Clever Robotics has received its order. A reward for fulfilling the order is waiting for you in the terminal.
Personal storage. Right, so let's start. Helium-3. Let's titanium. That'll be all things titanium. Bum, 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 bum. Fire ore. Ration. Food. I mean, would you look at that? Boxes that you can rename. Who would have thunk it, right? I mean, who would make a game where you can place storage boxes down, but you can't rename the name of the boxes? Like, you can't label the boxes what they contain. Who, like 2025, who'd make a game like that? Or stack them, yes. Looking at you in Funcom. The hell. Hey, Kuna. Suppose late is also a semblance of punctuality, right? Funcom used to mean something else. Okay, so titanium bars, data. How far can the expandable walkway go? That far. Oh, these guys want that one. Let's put that in there. Ooh. There it comes. So just to recap what exactly is happening here. So there are smelters over there. All right, there's smelters over there pumping out bars of titanium and wolfram. And then this thing is grabbing materials from that. And look how they're like slipping through each other there. It's grabbing materials from that and it is pushing it out back into that loop, and it's feeding it through via this rail system and then splitting it in a smart way to whichever endpoint or destination it needs to go.
Noob.
I mean,
Gotcha.
that's pretty damn cool, man. That is pretty damn cool. And it just does it. There's no like fancy figuring out how to, you know, move this conveyor belt or how to route that, or, you know, what needs to go first. What I just like bolted on a fabricator onto the side of that rail, and it's just doing its thing. That's frigging amazing, man. We want that one. Take that one as well. Right. Because I need to upgrade this. Top. Yes. Well, the overheat bar is gone. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Wondering if my base core might ignite at any moment. 105, one. Danger level 150. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
All right, I'm going to stand aside here because that thing is not looking very healthy at the moment. Now you can use the shadow of the building to sort of get a better look at it. If you walk out into the full brightness, it's like right. I want to grab something to drink quickly, so I'll be right back. That's a nice hiss. Wonder how many of you will recognize that particular little soundbite. Okay. Right. Sort that. How many do they want for this? 300 of those coils. Is there any kind of efficiency stuff? I'm not entirely sure. So there is this here. You can speed it up or slow it down. Although I don't think that... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it does make a difference. But this doesn't seem to change. There's a double jump with a space bar. That's what Stubart's lost. This just does that alter the core heart slowing down?
Great.
I don't know actually. Yeah, I think we're getting ready for another rupture soon. So the one thing I have seen about this, like, so once there's enough material for that destination over there, and this one's storage fills up, then it stops, and all the material stops being requested. So it stops requesting material from the source, and the source stops supplying the material to the device, which is pretty cool. So that's only so far to the next level. I'm not seeing any of the titanium plates or titanium bars coming through. But, there you can see, okay. So there's no more titanium bars coming through. That's because this one has enough material to meet its objective. So as soon as it has enough material on board to complete the objective, it stops requesting material. This logistics system is amazing. It is so well thought out. It's not entirely in line, is it? Uh-huh. Science. Right. That's better. No wonky ass curved walkway. Yeah, I think this thing is getting ready to rupture pretty soon. Yeah, so it only actively requests exactly what it needs.
Great work. Future
Future
Health Solutions is now receiving all
I
requested
recommend
items.
finding a safe place.
New rewards and tasks are waiting for you in the terminal.
Ah, gotcha.
Yep. Another rupture incoming. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of watching this. This is spectacular. Right, regeneration chamber and pistol.
You've just unlocked the UPP-7. We hope it will help you better deal with the planet's dangers.
Pistol ammo. Uses basic building blocks. Here we go. This thing makes an X10 coronal mass ejection look like a fart in a windstorm.
Raptura's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately. Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
They've even got the heat bloom on the surface of the solar panel. See there? Polaroids don't see it better, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's made out of titanium and wolfram. Wolfram's one of those fake sci-fi materials.
Planetary temperature within acceptable
So who
tolerance.
knows? It could have that heat resistance. So yeah. Just gotta wait for things to cool down a bit more. Can't go outside yet. Yeah, but you can also manually cool down. I suppose you can sort of like redirect coolant in some way. I mean, he's doing something on his Pip-Boy there. Still 105. Okay, well, let's go and see if we can get the Firewave ore. Factory needs time to cool down. Oh, is that what it is? German name for tungsten. Huh. Imagine that. I wasn't aware of that. Well done. That's why tungsten is W on the periodic table. Ah. Just like silver is Ag because it was called argentum. Where's the other node that I'm missing here? Ah, here you are. This is why you should have worshipped the sun god properly. Rah, 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 rah. Sol Invictus forever. Unfortunately, I don't remember a lot of stuff about the periodic table that I used to in high school anymore, but I do know some stuff about it. Look at the ash in the air. All the stuff that's been incinerated. You get that one over there. ptable.com is a fabulous resource. Ah. I shall have to look into that. So I've recently started playing chess with my son on chess.com. He's more inclined towards the technology, and he finds it much more interesting to do it that way. He's starting to get the hang of it a bit. He still loses to me, but I mean, you know, that's a matter of experience. I played chess in high school and primary school as well. And he's only just learned the game. I mean, I didn't go out of my way to take him to the cleaners, but, you know, I play the game. Hopefully you didn't repeatedly trounce him with the 4-move checkmate. I'm not bitter at all. Shame. Sounds like you've had a bit of a rough chess experience there. Also, thank you very much for the 48-month resub. I really appreciate that. So we had an interesting chess coach. He was a maths teacher, and he actually had a doctorate in maths. But he was a big gamer as well, and when I say gamer, I mean like tabletop gamer. And this is not a trick you could pull off these days. What is that? That looks different. Oh no, it's just a titanium. It's not a trick you could pull off these days, but yeah, he taught us how chess was a battle. It was an actual battle. It's a battle of wits, but it's a representation or simulation of battle. And in war, psychological warfare is just as important as actual combat. And he said that he taught us a psychological warfare trick for chess, and that is, even if you don't smoke, you light up a cigarette and you hold it ever so slightly over the board. But what you've done is you've taken a metal paperclip without any plastic on it, obviously, and you've inserted it down the length of the cigarette. So as the cigarette burns and burns and burns, the ash stays on there. It doesn't fall. And you sit there with this over, like hanging over the board. Yeah, the cigarette hanging down, the ash hanging over the board like that. And at some point, your opponent is going to start going, when is that ash going to fall on the board? And he's going to lose focus on the game. It is a dirty, dirty trick. Not something we could have used in high school chess tournaments, to be fair. Especially not since you can't even purchase cigarettes, or you're not supposed to be able to purchase cigarettes under the age of 16. Yeah. He was quite a fun teacher. But at the same time, he had some weaknesses, and we were able to exploit it pretty easily. He loved technology, and he loved talking about like space travel and just general sort of technological philosophy. And if we didn't want to do maths that day, all we had to do is we walk into the class and go, "Oh, hey, sir, did you hear about this new thing?" And that was that. Maths period over. Because we didn't do any more maths. We spent the entire period talking bullshit about technology and science and discoveries and stuff like that. Which is maybe not always the greatest, but yeah. One of these days I want to get a set of the Nightmare chess card game to try it. Regular chess with a card game twist. Play card, rotate board 90 degrees. Resume play with new orientation. What? Had a boss like that. He was into model airplanes. Oh yeah. When there's something that people are like super passionate about and they absolutely love talking about it, they can be they can be slightly manipulated.
The Raptura is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
Up to his mushroom intake. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, look at that. This planet must be pretty close to the sun, eh? or whatever this thing is. I mean, I assume it's the star. And not just like another planet or something. Where does it say that? That must be on Twitch. Yeah, I see that. I don't know why it doesn't clear that. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I don't know why. It's a new stream. It doesn't even have the same thing. I don't know why it doesn't actually just update. Just you should have to set your tags on each stream. So fast growing grass. See how you had to purge the environment with fire. Kill it with fire. Okay, splits. Eh. Okay, that plate one is unlocked. How far is this? $1,500. I can add points there. Assume the ruptures are not just solar flares, but it would make sense for them to be. We should likely make this an a star or M-type red dwarf. Have a good remainder of the stream. Be well for you. Hey, good night, Sky. Stairs are hard. Not stairs. That ladder is. I'm struggling to get the hang of the ladder just because of the way that it works. I've been playing too much 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die ladders are not the best. But when you've climbed enough of them, it sort of like sticks in the muscle memory for a bit. Now I'm playing a different type of game, and the ladders are operating differently. Feeling a little self-conscious there, Yuka. You're feeling a little targeted. All right. No idea what you're talking about. I've got the fire. I've got the hearts. I need the titanium. So there's an interesting thing. Need to purge that. There we go. All right, so it's not a perfect logistics system, but I can grab the wolfram out of that. And there we go. Okay, so that's cleared. You have to walk backwards onto them to go down. Yeah, it took a bit to get used to. Yeah, so it's basically it's W goes up, S goes down, and the thing is, like, I'm used to 7 Days to Die's ladders, which is just W, and then you point your mouse up or down for where you want to go. So I'm walking up, and I can look down and go up, and it just, because this movement is independent of where I'm looking, it's a little disorientating and takes a bit of, to get used to. Like, I'm used to walking up to 7 Days to Die, walking up to the ladder, and pressing W while looking down. But now I've got to walk up to this, right, and then make sure I'm on the ladder, and then it doesn't detach necessarily very cleanly. So the ladders are a bit jank. Ladders are definitely a little bit jank. I don't know if you can actually just use stairs. No, so you can't put the stairs inside. Which is a pity. I mean, it would be nice if you could. Well, the ruptures I had reminded me of the Chronicles of Riddick. Why did you get caught outside?
Gotcha.
How many plates do I need again? I think it's also 300, yeah. Which then bumps the cooling up to 200. The strafe is a little drifty, I will give it to that. Feels a little floaty. So for the playtest, you've only got the scientist. And it'll be interesting to see what, because I don't see that the scientist brings any, particularly unique features at this moment in time. Like, I'm not sure what makes the scientists like different to any of the other characters. Maybe the scientists can, gather ore more or get some more yield from the ore or something like that. But yeah, it's clearly not part of the current playtest because you don't have access to the other characters either. I wonder what that is. I'm really intrigued. Like, I love big monolithic buildings, okay? You look at like the buildings in Blade Runner, like the ones you see off in the distance, huge monoliths. What's the other movie that's great for that? The Creator, that one about the little sentient AI robot boy. A lot of the buildings in the background are these like super futuristic monolithic buildings. I absolutely love those things. Just having like these huge monolithic buildings off in the distance, no clear indication what they're for, they just exist in the environment. I love that kind of like
Great.
backdrop to things. It always makes me curious, like, I wonder what that building does, or I wonder what that building does. Look who's talking, Mr. Raccoona. You can bitch just as hard about a game when you want to. All I said was I was just making a comment on, you know, the strafing. The strafing felt a little floaty. Yeah, well, I mean... if the Jimmy Choos fits, right? Normally it's about deaths. Yeah, well, you know, Raccoona dies a lot because Raccoona, you know, despite his name, Raccoona is a huge fucking squirrel. So yeah, he'll just go off in a direction whether he's ready to go there or not. And then he ends up dying. So yeah. Yeah, guilty. Yeah. Yep. Can't deny it. Okay, so 20 meteor hearts. What are these? Titanium frames, calcite plates. The trash panda of distraction. Nope. See, I can make titanium beams, I can make titanium sheets, but I don't actually see the recipe for titanium frames. I don't know if sulfur extractor, maybe it's the mega press that makes it output. No, you see, that's not there either. Furnace, titanium housing, okay. So that's how you get the titanium housing. Calcium powder, wolfram powder, ceramics, glass, titanium housing, heat resistant sheets, synthetic silicon, super magnets. How would you get a super, like, okay, so everything there except for the explosive and the super magnet makes sense, you know? For the one that looks like an iron girder. Yeah. Glass from a furnace. Yeah, I can understand that. Ceramics. I can understand that. Calcium powder. Yeah, sort of. Wolfram powder, I suppose. You know, if you can get calcium, you can probably get wolfram. Heat resistant sheets. Excuse me. I can see that. Because you're making an alloy, right? Synthetic silicon. Maybe. But how do you get a super magnet from a furnace? And how do you get explosives from a furnace? Explosives and furnaces, I'm not sure that those two go together. Creates material by heating up ore powder. Okay, but then one of your outputs is calcium powder, so I'm guessing that it kind of grounds it down somehow. Still not found super magnets in syringe. Hey, Kemper, good evening. Game broke, Johnny. So a mega press gives us valves, turbines, nozzles. Now turbines and nozzles, that sounds like vehicles to me. Pressure tank, that's a fuel tank. Inductors. Okay. Inductors. Standard ammo. I can understand that. So the super magnet sounds like something that should come from the mega press, actually. And the explosives, well, I would say from the refinery. So sulfur ore and sulfuric acid. Ah, no man. Endurance giver, lesser runner, increase stamina regen by 20%, increase max stamina by 30%. Right, grenades, weapon upgrade station, defense turrets, map, inventory, wind turbines. Infiltrator, increase fog of war area uncovered by the player. Inventory upgrade. So storage depots, building drone. 150 items per minute. Multi-rail, rail modulator, and storage depot V2, large personal storage. Okay. So we need rods to get to that one. But we're still busy with this one, which is the wolfram wire. So let me get cracking on that. And while that's busy, I'm going to go do a little bit more exploration. So I have a pistol now.
Come here.
I want to head up to those abandoned buildings up top there. Yeah, I've got ammo. Well, you know, I don't intend to stick around forever. I'm just going to grab what I can and get the hell out of Dodge. The battle mechanic any good? Well, we're going to find out in a moment. I know the creatures are able to swarm pretty effectively. And there are different types of creatures. Different features allow them to pretty effectively create a denial of service area. How can I say that word? Area, yeah. I kept trying to say area. Don't know why. What's the easiest way to get up here? Okay, that looks like one way up. I do want to just go and have a little peek in this direction. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look how far that seems to extend. There's something odd looking over there. Yeah, there's some buildings over there. Look at that, man. That looks so cool. Is that a part of a ship or what is it? Oh, there's the crawlies. There's a type I don't recognize either. Green one. Oh, that's the green ones I heard about. Low hydration. Okay, use that. So the green ones are sort of like artillery. Okay, I'm not going to engage those ones just yet. I know I'm gonna run into them when I go to these buildings up here. Here we go. Ow. Yeah, they're pretty aggressive. Oh, why does his eyes turn purple there? I don't want to be caught in that. I want to be caught in that cloud. So they were right on top of me there. Yeah, I'm going to need more ammunition before I go up there. Okay, let me get back to base, grab some more ammunition, and then come back, but then we'll make a lot of ammunition.
Acquired.
They're on the lookout for more little resource nodes. Don't care about the helium-3 ones so much right now.
Ah, gotcha.
Right, 500 rounds. Ooh. Yeah, that's heading towards Rupture. I think I'm gonna stay put for a while. Yeah, these ladders are definitely jank. Ah, come on. What I will do is I will go and gather some Hydration bulbs.
Come here.
I don't want to go too far away from base right now. I do want to gather some more water. Yeah, man. Well, you know, each to their own. Personally, I wouldn't just go around sticking alien dildos in my mouth on the off chance it tasted good.
Acquired.
Stupid's having a long hard think about that. They're edible, but they must be hard to swallow whole. If you bite into them, they taste like crap. Oh man. Yeah, that'd really test your gag reflex, wouldn't it? Oh, I just thought of something. I mean, okay, so let's go with the premise that they taste literally like crap if you bite into them instead of just, you know, hocking them down whole. Imagine you burp. You know how the flavor always comes back in the burp? Congratulations. You just farted in your mouth. Oh, that's just wrong.
That's a snack.
Raccoon. Raccoon saw where that was going. He knows me too well. Well, I'm guessing, you know, that if they don't taste like that when you swallow them whole, that means that the interior is where the flavor comes from. Packed with flavor. It didn't say what flavor. Yet there's also a flavor. Yeah, no, let's not go there, Riku. No. Let's not go there. Trash onion. Okay. Get something more to drink. Stop, I'm talking too much. Coughing is better, but I'd still do cough a little bit if I talk too much.
Great work.
Yep.
The Moon Energy Corporation received its order. You can claim your rightful reward as usual in the fully unlocked the geolocation service of structural and topological imaging.
Great. A map will be
Nice.
useful.
If you insist on using such
What
primitive
the hell is that?
language, go ahead.
Why is there a skull there? What if they have the same chemical ants use? When you squish them and you get that smell and taste, formic acid. Death, but I didn't die there. What is it, chunky chunks? Shall we go outside? So, player, enemy, research, habitat, survival, building player, power, extraction, raw material, processing, crafting, transport, defensive, temperature management, building custom, points of interest, warning icons. Points of interest. I like how it gives the footprints. Okay, so transport is the rail stuff. Okay. No, it's not a body because and I found a body in here and there's no skull marker there. Why is there two habitats there? There's only one, really.
I'm detecting increased Ruptura activity.
Yeah.
Prepare for a wave.
There's the trees up there. That is that monolith that I saw there. That weird broken tower thing, yeah. Some kind of boss arena in full game. Maybe it transports you there, yeah. It's clearly pirates. Yep, looking at it, these calcium deposits over here are closer. It's marking something that I'm still working out what to do. Wait, hold on. Are you like from the devs, Paddywhack? Everything has a flavor. There are millions of everything has a flavor. Some you don't make ice cream out of. Just realized if Bertie bots every flavored beans. Just what? Researcher in the game? Okay. If Bertie bots every flavored.
STARRUPTURE has started. Hide.
Bertie bots every flavored beans really has every flavor, then at least one bean is Johnny flavored.
Extreme temperature detected.
Placeholder. There's also a part you can only go to after a solar flare. Yeah, I know, there's the plants in the ground. Further in the game, okay. Just further in the game, alright. Yeah, the vine area is underground.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
That's Johnny flavored beans, thank you. I am fully equipped. Okay, we need to make rods now. And calcite sheets. And wolfram plates. Just dump the beans in some water, it'll be fine. If they're Johnny flavored beans in there, then they're best in rum. My flare warning or yours? Well, my flare's over already, so. Okay. Right. I need calcite plates. I'm going to get started on the calcium. Where is it? Here. Yeah. So I'm going to head straight for the calcium. But I'm not averse to grabbing some meteors along the way. Extra caution. Okay, so I don't think there's any problem with actually putting this stuff in the water where I need to. Ooh. Piece of candy. grab this and this here. I'm going to utilize the flatter space that this affords. Alright, so good. Right, what do we got here? We got 4 extraction. We're going to be running. I don't think we need any smelters, do we? No, we're going to smelt blocks of carbon, blocks of calcium, not carbon, and then process it into calcite plates. So okay, so that should be good. Let's get rid of this meteor that is quite solidly embedded in the ground. Because when I heard like the Discord, entering a chat chime there.
I advise caution. The fruit on Arcadia can alleviate hunger, but putting unknown things into one's mouth is rarely beneficial to the individual. Though, of course, it was beneficial to the development of civilization. Although this fruit is edible, that won't always be the case.
Eddie, do you have any idea how many people make money from putting unknown things in their mouths? too many. Yeah. Far too many. Right, so okay, we need that for the calcite block. Okay, first I'm going to put another one. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Excellent. Smelter. Ooh, I'm out of resources. Okay. Got calcium and wolfram on me. Not calcium, titanium. Titanium and wolfram. That's still locked. Yeah, no, it is. It's very, very helpful.
Raptura status stable. Arcadia status stable. Arcadia 7 has finished regenerating.
Oh wow. See, that doesn't really actually look like a star. It looks like it's some kind of planet or moon that's going through some kind of, you know, physiological event. So I want that there. Come on. Right. Oh, I haven't unlocked the calcium blocks yet. Okay, we'll do that in a moment. Okay. Let's go and have a look. Should build another habitat there with just like a recipe machine and a scanner. Not necessarily with storage, but just so that I can do the recipes and stuff. Don't have to run backwards and forwards all the time. I've also got to unlock the Wolfram plates as well. Okay, so that's unlocked. Go. And I think I can do the rotors as well. You have to pick up a rotor. So there's one. And then you need those plates. Okay, so now I can do the rotors as well. Tubes. I think I picked up a tube. And I need the titanium rods. Got to pull that stuff away. If you can join the different bases? No, because you can't build outside of the range of that core. So, and I don't think the cores can overlap. So, I think that if I made the core too close to the other one, it's going to complain that
they can overlap some.
Can they?
Yeah.
All right. Well then,
it's still a reasonable distance, and you don't need a core to run away.
Yeah. No, because the question was like, you know, can you link the two bases together?
You can overlap. It's just it gets weird because I think the way it works is the buildings closest to this core contribute to its
heat. Yeah.
The heat ability to cool. But it gets a bit weird. Like the one guy that I saw, he put a core down and then he was getting close to 100. So he's like, okay, and he put another core down as close as he could, and it helped a bit, but not as much as you would think. It didn't suddenly give him like 200 overall. It sort of like averaged it at like 130 or something.
So yeah, so there we go. You can do it, but it's gonna be a bit janky. I think it's probably if they use the same power, not good. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be a case of like there's titanium there, there's calcium there. You'd want to put a core in the middle here so you can draw from both if you need to do something like that. Send it via rails to others. Yeah, you could do that too. I don't know if I'd want to actually put them all together. I mean, not at this stage. It would be interesting to see if later on you could do this too. There we go. Yeah, it'd be interesting if you could see later on if you actually you don't need a core to run rail, right? So theoretically I could grab this. Run that out here. Okay, I think that might work. Now I could go. Who was it that wanted the calcite plates? These ones. And I should see the calcite plates. Yes, there they go. Works best once you unlock storage, yeah.
Yeah, but that first storage is disappointing as hell. One stack. And then second storage is 16 stacks. Like, hello? Balance much?
Okay.
I had a point of feedback that I wanted to give them. That, you know, the thing is, because not this industry, but similar industry, I know that it's far easier to put something into words than it is to put it into code. But if possible, I'd like them to not have you set a smelter to titanium or wolfram, or fabricator to this or that, or this or that. Like, if you leave it in a neutral state, and then from an orbital thing you request this, and it runs through the first fabricator or furnace it gets to, it asks for that, and this thing goes, I have that recipe, I can do it. I need this. Sends back along the line until
Yeah.
it finds wolfen. And then it goes to the nearest smelter, and the smelter goes, what is this? Wolfen bars it is. Zoop. And then, you know, it tells each fabricator, I need wire from you, I need plates from you. This one, I need rotors, and then the rotors go off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
It's very smart.
potentially
It's very
possible.
smart there, yeah. But if they could go all the way, because then
Yeah.
you could create a smelter array, fabricator array, a tier 2 fabricator array, a furnace array, and a final fabricator array with bypasses around them as necessary. Because at the moment, what you'd have to do is you'd have to create extractors into smelters, and then those smelters would have to go into dedicated fabricator to dedicated storage.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a lot like the arrays that you create in Factorio, where you will create a iron smelting array or a copper smelting
Yeah.
array.
No. That's how it would be here. But
Yeah.
you know, if you could make neutral arrays that could cover whatever, it would be less buildings in overall. Because you
Now,
you
I
wouldn't
haven't.
need a fabricator, because you need 3 titanium fabricators and 2 wolfram fabricators, 1 calcium fabricator. Then they go into
Yeah.
multiple
So
fabricators.
there's in Factorio there's a control network, and I can't remember if this was a mod or not, but I did see a guy have a system where it would. What you looking for?
What's the number
Hmm?
on your heat bomb? You're going to build, it should show up at the top. It's just white on white. So maybe look at the grass and pull out your building.
That's 105 or 200, but that's because I've upgraded that one already.
Yeah.
So he had a control network which actually changed recipes on the fabricators depending on storage volumes. It was recipes with common ingredient inputs because they run on conveyor belts.
Yeah.
But
So
it
in other
would,
words, when storage 1 year said I'm full of copper plates, it would then go, what else copper is
Yeah,
needed
so
that I
copper-
can make?
copper
And a
wire.
Okay, wire's empty and then water
Yeah.
storage. Now you see, that's more or less along the lines of what I'd like for this.
yeah.
Yeah, I found some locations where with like 2 base cores you can cover titanium calcites and so on. It's just that, yeah, there's sort of like the random spider spawns after each rupture, and I struggle. The only helium extraction points that I found always have those damn blue bastards near them. And I don't know if it's a bug or if it's just a playtest, you can't do anything about it, but if they knock out your base core, it becomes basically their base core. It just pushes, it turns blue, like when they attack I don't know if you've had them attack your building, it turns blue, but you can disinfect it. Now it turns blue, and it emits that poison cloud, that blue cloud, over a massive area, almost like the base build size area. And you can't disinfect the tower, and I couldn't dismantle it. So it's like it created a permanent power-up spot for them.
Okay. That sounds like a bug.
Yeah, you should be able to do something about that. It just may not be in place yet. Because after a rupture, the blue cloud isn't there. But then you can't disinfect, you can't dismantle, and as soon as the planet gets back to normal, the blue cloud reappears.
Yeah, that sounds definitely like a bug.
acquired.
Okay. Right, so let's see, what are we working on here? So that's helium. Titanium rod, calcite sheets. What's that going to give us? That's going to give us grenades. That's going to give us helium extractor. So that one is the storage. Just titanium beams. Just grab that for a second. Right, I'm going to want to bring that all the way around and possibly loop it in over there underneath. Okay, a lot of resources. Something's gone wrong. Yep, too much power. Okay. Don't know why I didn't think of that earlier.
Gotcha.
Because it will, of course, just be sitting there. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So that's flowing through now. Okay. Getting some weird sort of control glitches. It seems like my character doesn't want to actually move forward. Outcome plates. And there we go. Now I am fulfilling several different corporations' requests at the same time. Okay, I can get the rods now. Where am I going? I'm going to go to the recipe station. You need a syringe for titanium one nonetheless. Yeah, no. You can use points to finish off any of those. Yeah, you can add the points there. I'm aware. Okay, I think I am going to call it just about there. Because there's not a whole lot more to do. There's lots of exploring to do. We've unlocked the map, so there's these points of interest, beacons to do, but I've tried one of them and it's real hard with a pistol. With a pistol to try and stave off that wave. I think you kind of need to build like the base defense turret there and then try that. But yeah, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead and say farewell to you guys for the evening. This should be coming out soon now. And as soon as this comes out live, I will of course get it. And we can do some co-op on that. And yeah. I am pretty tired now, however, so I'm going to take a break because what is it? It was like 3 hours. 3 hours this morning with Sunday Star. It's another 3 hours now. It's like 6 hours of streaming. And yeah, my voice is starting to feel it. And someone offers you one of Johnny's beans, take a hard pass. I have it on good authority, sir, that my beans are fattened. So yeah, so we'll be back with this game once it's live. Do a co-op stream of it, stream series, and hope you guys enjoyed. Cheers.